You gonna see me in there?
Close the goddamn application.
Boy, that nigga is dirty, boy. Oh, you ain't close for real, did you?
Yes, I did too, girl.
What this nigga here ain't worth a damn. Hold on, let me take y'all out my damn party. That's the only reason why he on here. Ain't no game to be on. How's phone that, man? Y'all seen my phone? Pay me my pants right there, Kyle.
Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in
right here.
New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Too little, come.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Catch made by Slayton. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got him.
Now Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh,
Jones.
boy.
He completes it to Tate. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked.
That's my play.
Take it on in.
My play. You beat me
Giant
with my own play.
touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run for the first time with
Man, this game's so fucking shitty, man.
Yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman.
Oh, my God.
He'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Check, 47.
Hey, we got
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The former Purdue Boilermaker.
Oh, they switched my guys up.
Halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Check 31. Check.
Hey, alert! 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 21.
Rush in.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point.
Good job.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and
Damn, where the fuck was that man at?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This operation is now compartmentalized. What the hell does that mean?
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I got you. I got you.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
But that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember
What a secondary. Killing me, man.
The sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to
next drive started the New York offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo going underneath. It's Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction.
Oh, dude, why you reaching
inside you into the middle of the field? That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Big winner Williams there on the stop. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
This is Coleman with a grab. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Twisting away. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no fuck, man. This game's so shitty, bro. This game is straight up bullshit shitty, man.
And a giant first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Can't get.
No, it doesn't get there. Gets the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Come on, man. Y'all
only
screw
3
Kittle,
yards
man.
on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Defense, keep it up, guys. 11. 12. Back.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
He owned it. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Garoppolo.
Check, 47.
Wow, that's what the fuck y'all give, man.
O'Shane Zimenez drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was pounds away right
come
there.
on, who sent 3 and you telling me his
touchdown
man,
here
get out of here, man.
The 3rd quarter, but I think
Oh,
maybe he's
killing
still
me,
saying
bro.
mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the
Y'all
field.
gotta do better than that, man.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have. They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones hit and the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early.
I'm glad it happened, but man, come on, bro. He beat 2 guys. Man, get out of here, man.
The quick slant caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
We play to win. Let's go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones, looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Kill. Shoot. 13. Hey, my 7.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And an alley to run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun, buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left. He's going to, oh no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one,
yes, sir. Yes,
that
sir.
puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They begin the drive with Coleman.
Wow,
try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Who that? Black. 47's the mic. 47. Hey, Alpha. Hey, here we go. 47.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Nice 57. 57's Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to have to eat this.
Now y'all go eat. Good job, boy.
Forrest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, alert! 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 Pretty quiet. Hey, echo.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
21. Here we go. Check Mike 47.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Ball. Okay, they gave me first down. They gave me the first down. Okay. Boy, I was about to say.
You for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
I got you. You don't want none. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown! touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them.
God, you saw I put a huge shit back there as a fullback. I mean, as a running back, so he can block.
And this time he
I ain't got no line.
play in the end zone.
All that line trash, man.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can
look how they the safe tackle, and that's what they give me.
Face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down, going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
They played me on that.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Jones, throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
I couldn't get him there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
Did you see that?
So hold
Watch
everything here. This one's not over
Watch
yet.
it. Watch it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
Enter your birthday.
Down now to a touchdown.
You don't know your birthday? Enter your date of birth. Enter your birthday.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it
sir.
away.
Yes, sir.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
God.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Nice move at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Out of there.
Gold
Out of there.
on the extra point.
Out of there. 38-24 right
the
now.
Extra point winds up
Got
successful.
a minute 38 seconds left. Minute 38 seconds left.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Jones on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That time I should have tried to pick that joke off. That's me.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This
No, yeah, I guess you can say that. I guess you can say
they
that.
were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
Oh, yeah, I
We can
know it. No,
expect
I'm just
more
saying, but I
passes
guess
like
you can say that,
downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
I thought I
That's
jumped
complete to Slayton. And
I
he's
thought I
taken down
got him.
inside
I
the
thought I
30.
got him.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Oh,
Great
my,
working
come
relationship
on.
with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there.
Good
you
job,
don't have to
boy.
really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right
goes down like
the
he's
middle.
running now.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So
my
chalk that
phone,
down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Make sure I do the special team. These suckers try to write you up, boy. These suckers will write you up.
Ready to get this next drive started, the
Hey,
New York
go.
offense at the
Put my
line.
phone.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even
Get
if
out
they
of there.
choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.
Good job, boy.
But I get the sense it was much more
That's
the
what we
adjustments they
needed.
made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the
Look
adjustments
good on that
necessary,
one.
but away from
What's his
that,
name?
and then they got it together,
What's my
got a
guy's name?
spark,
Garoppolo.
and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win
Go around the corner, boy.
2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Oh, you ain't got no
Meanwhile,
corner.
for the Giants,
Oh, jeez. Go in that
they'll
door.
fall to 1
Go in
and
that
2.
door.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, you look good right there, Garoppolo. Boy, you look good. That's what we needed right there. Garoppolo 15-16, 241, 93 completion, 2 touchdowns, no interception. James Jones, himself. Although I find some of them plays a little fluky. Kevin Coleman 15 carries, 117 yards, 3 touchdowns. All right. I need you to help me step it up. Timo, you active right there, boy.
So here's Oklahoma City starting from Allen up. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward there. Green is out there with Brent. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low.
I'm about to load back up in just a minute if y'all still playing. That's what I've been waiting to hear.